Simon explodes. Filipino singer channels Elvis live, golden buzzer riot. From the moment 17-year-old Arvin Morales stepped onto the America's Got Talent stage, something in the room shifted. The lights seemed warmer, the audience leaned forward, and even Simon Cowell, who rarely softened, sat up with a spark of curiosity. Arvin wasn't dressed like a star. His shirt was neatly ironed but old, his shoes slightly worn, yet his presence carried a quiet glow. He clutched the vintage mic stand gently, as if it were fragile, and when the judges asked if he was nervous, he simply nodded and gave a shy smile. But behind that smile lived a story no one knew, one that was about to change the entire room. Arvin had come all the way from a small coastal town in the Philippines. His mother, a street vendor, had raised him alone after his father's boat never returned during a storm. She worked from sunrise to late night just to keep him in school, saving every spare peso in a jar labeled, Arvin's Dream. And Arvin, instead of spending afternoons with friends, spent them helping her sell fried bananas on the roadside. He would always sing softly while handing customers their food, and people often said, "Kid, you sound like Elvis." He never believed them, but his mother did. She believed it enough to finally break the jar and send him, every saved coin, to the AGT auditions. As Arvin stood on that stage, those memories pulsed in his chest. He wasn't singing for fame. He wasn't chasing a viral moment. He was there for one reason, to honor the woman who had sacrificed everything for him. But just as the music was about to start, an unexpected glitch cut the sound. The audience murmured. The judges exchanged confused glances. A tech assistant raced across the stage. Arvin stood frozen, embarrassment flooding through him. For a moment, he felt the dream slipping away. Then something remarkable happened. A little girl from the audience suddenly shouted, "You can do it." Sing without the music. Everyone turned. Arvin's eyes softened. It reminded him of his little sister who used to cheer him on during every practice session. And in that instant, he realized this wasn't just an audition, it was a moment to show what hope could sound like. He took a breath, lifted the microphone, and began. A raw, golden voice poured out, warm, deep, trembling with soul. It wasn't just Elvis's tone he captured, it was the sincerity, the humanity, the story behind every lyric. His voice filled the room, echoing through the rafters, carrying both pain and gratitude. People who had been laughing moments earlier now sat wide-eyed, hands over their mouths. Some wiped tears. The judges froze in disbelief. He sang with his heart fully exposed, every struggle, every sacrifice, every late-night dream stitched into every note. And halfway through the performance, something even more unexpected happened. The audience rose to their feet. One by one, row after row, a standing ovation mid-song. Even Simon stood. As Arvin finished the final note, the room erupted. Cheers, screams, applause, so loud the cameras shook. Simon leaned forward, mouth open but silent, unable to gather his words. Then, in a moment that would go viral across the world, he slammed his fist onto the golden buzzer with a force that shocked even himself. Golden confetti exploded into the air, but the moment didn't end there. As the confetti rained down, Arvin didn't run or jump or scream like most contestants did. Instead, he turned toward the audience and spotted the same little girl who had encouraged him. She was cheering wildly, unaware of what she had done. Without hesitation, Arvin walked off the stage and hugged her. The entire arena fell into a hush. He whispered, "Thank you. You saved my dream." Her mother, standing behind her, covered her mouth as tears ran down her cheeks. That simple act, a boy who had every reason to celebrate himself choosing instead to celebrate someone else, ignited something in the crowd. People began cheering not just for his voice, but for his heart. The judges were visibly emotional. Heidi shook her head in disbelief. Sophia clapped with her hand over her chest. Howie said it felt like watching humanity shine through music. And Simon, known for his harsh critiques, looked at Arvin with softened eyes. "Arvin," he said, voice rough with emotion, "I hit that buzzer because your talent is extraordinary. But this moment, what you just did, shows who you truly are. And the world needs more people like you." Arvin wiped his eyes, overwhelmed. He didn't feel like a superstar. He felt like a kid who had finally made his mother proud. Backstage, he FaceTimed her, and when she saw the confetti stuck to his shirt, she broke down crying. She kept repeating, "Anik, you did it, you did it," and Arvin realized the dream wasn't his alone, it belonged to both of them. As the episode aired worldwide, millions of viewers felt something different. It wasn't just another talent show moment. It was a reminder of how powerful kindness can be. How one small voice, from a little girl in the back row, could change someone's destiny. And how a boy who had every reason to seek the spotlight chose compassion instead. In a world often loud with negativity, Arvin's story became a beam of light. Proof that humanity still shines brightest in simple moments, encouragement from a child, gratitude from a stranger, a dream powered by love. And as the confetti settled on the AGT stage, one message remained. Sometimes, the greatest performances aren't about hitting the perfect notes, but about touching the perfect hearts.